Hello, Hundar here, and I'm bringing you the latest from the World of Warcraft 4.3 public test realm. Hundar, you may be asking, how do I PTR? How is Babby formed? How girl get pregnant? Well, it's simple. A quick download of the PTR client via your BattleNet, a little patching, and you're ready to go. You'll have your chance of transferring over your badass character from the live servers or rolling some pre-mades that are decked out in the current raid tier. Whoa, badass, full set bonus, full professions, free flask, radical. Anyways, first up there was an announcement on the official PTR forums that the final raid boss of Baron Hold was released and ready for testing, so I set out with 24 of my closest friends, and not at all just people who were standing around an org. However, half the fun of life on the PTR is just trying to figure out things like why the gates of Tol Barad were closed if we're supposed to be testing something. Lucky for us, we had 2 of our mages blink through the gates and go to the summoning stone. Oops, another locked door. Nothing a suicidal lock in our blinking mages couldn't fix. A few minutes later, we got our summoning stone up inside the raid like we probably should have done in the first place and got to work. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Elizabeth, Mistress of Hate. Like the last 2 bosses, her trash is specific to her, which is one of my favorite things about BH. Yes, I seriously get excited about changes to trash. How sad am I? Anyways, there you have her. Fans of Black Temple and other Burning Crusade hotspots will recognize her as a Shavara, the same type of demon as Mother Shiraz. Here are her current sexy time abilities. Blade Dance. Inflicts 10k physical damage every second to all targets within 13 yards, and all incoming attacks are deflected. Yes, she's been attending Bone Storm University. That sounds like a porno. So your little raid members better scatter when she darts around the room with that attack. Seething Hate, causing around 100k shadow damage to enemies within 6 yards, splitting the damage with every one hit. So, just the opposite. Stack up on that one, hold hands, kumbaya. And Skewer. Skewers the target, stunning them, and inflicting 18k to 22k damage every second, and increasing damage taken by 100%. Painful for your tanks only because they'll be stunned and unable to parry, dodge, etc. afterwards. Pretty sure you're supposed to tank swap on this, but she was untauntable during our testing. Hence why we had 3 tanks just to be safe, and I take it on the chin right here because we have no plan and everyone is just doing everything. Because, why not? Anyways, definitely undertuned, but looks like she'll be a fun little encounter for some easy BH loot. Breaking news on the PTR that you probably already heard about because making a video takes a lot longer than just typing you on the internet. Players will only have to complete 2 out of the 4 bosses in Zuluman and Zul'Gurub to access the final boss and complete the dungeon. That is awesome. No more long-ass runs in those places that you're probably totally sick of by now. Just a fast track to getting into the new 5-mans as soon as possible. Now, this will suck when you need a piece of gear on your alt from, say, High Priestess Kilnara and everyone else in your group is like, lol, what? When I wasn't testing which of my add-ons cause Lua errors constantly on the PTR, I also gathered up a group to check out the latest dungeon they released, Hour of Twilight, the 3rd and final of the new 5-mans. After ignoring all the people in chat who just wanted to go to Stormwind and kill people dueling out front, I got a group together and headed out. The dungeon queue was broken, so we headed out to the dungeons themselves, which are located in the Caverns of Time. There's a new little alcove with all 3 of them tucked in there. Hour of Twilight is neat because it puts the Dragon Blight in a little instance for you, and you accompany Thrall on the way to Wormrest Temple. First, the last of the Twilight Elemental Ascendants tries to take Thrall out. His name is Arcurion, and he likes it cold, baby. He'll cast Chains of Frost, trapping people in place, Hand of Frost, hitting people for 50k frost damage, and occasionally puts Thrall in a frost tomb like Syndragosa, so Thrall can't keep the adds away from you. The minions that he summons will throw ice blocks at you, and there's an ice AoE he does at like 30% that will tick 20 frost damage a second and slow people down. Whatever, I died, he died, moving on. Then you'll have a nice quiet walk across the Dragonblight to Galakron's End, which really, if Thrall is worried about people ambushing him, should be a place he avoids. Oh well, you go down to the Bone Pit and groups of mobs will start spawning. There's a Shadow Priest you should burn fast to avoid a debuff, and then some Hunter-type mobs that will just like drop frost traps and use concussive shot on you and generally be annoying. I would have then checked out the next boss, the Elf Assassin hunting Thrall, but then the PTR bugged and kicked us all out to the character selection screens as ghosts. And then we logged in and there was a giant ice wall blocking the path. Bonk. Oh well, just another day on the PTR. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you're all curious about in the PTR and what kind of stuff you actually want to see. Also, maybe pitch me some ideas for what you think we should do if we did another shorter WoW live stream. Who would you want to see in it? What should we do on the PTR or the live servers? Do you prefer one or the other? This is Hundar, and my name means dogs in Swedish. Thanks for watching.
Do you think the government would be able to keep something like that a secret?